to use the digital multimeter, this power should be off when you take it out of the bag, and hopefully if the person has put it away correctly, it's on the voltage scale. For measuring direct current, you're first going to want to turn it to the amp scale, A up here, because you know current is measured in amps. You're going to want to take your black lead, and these are the lead wires, and be very careful when you use these. These are very sharp, these tips. And you're going to plug the black cable into the black common ground plug. You're then going to plug the red lead into the amps. Now there's the 10 amps over there, non-fused, but that's for measuring very high currents, which we're not going to be doing today. This is for small currents. And of course, then you press the power button. And if you've done everything correctly, there should be no reading on there. As you can see, it's 0. Now, one thing to warn you about, you never want to measure the voltage drop across a voltage source while this is on the current reading, because you'll short circuit the multimeter. Will have to buy a new fuse. So to measure current, you have to have a circuit that's complete, and you have to hook the multimeter up in series. So let me pan out here. Here's our power source, our batteries. Here's our load, the light bulb. Here's one lead, the light bulb, and of course, second lead. I just turn it on and the light goes on. Yay! Now, if I want to measure the current coming from this battery, pair of batteries, into this light bulb, I have to put these two leads in series. In series, if you remember, is like holding hands. So one lead has to be connected to the black, and the other lead has to be connected to the red. And if you see the light go on, you know you've done it correctly. If you see the negative sign there, all that means is you reverse the polarity, and you can easily switch that by doing this, changing the lead orientation. And what we have here is 146.6 milliamps. Now, if you had this on the wrong scale, if you put it on 2, you'd see a 1 there. That would mean you're out of the range of the scale. And if you put it on a 20, you get a 1 there, which also means you're out of the range of the scale, and it won't work. So you have 146.7 milliamps. And then when you're done, you just unhook it, and of course the light goes off because you've broken the circuit. You unhook it here, take the leads out, you turn the scale back to voltage, and you turn the power off. Now, when reading voltage across, you do a very similar thing. You have it on the volt setting, so you don't have to do anything. You plug in the black ground lead, you put it on voltage, the V is the red lead, and you turn the power on. Of course, there should be nothing. Now, voltage is different, though. To measure voltage across a load or a power source, you need to hook the leads up in parallel, which is sort of like putting your hands on somebody's shoulders. So to look at the voltage drop across this light bulb, you need to have one lead on the negative and one lead on the positive terminal. And here we go. I have 2.49 voltage drop across there. Given I have two 1.5 volt batteries, that's not a bad estimate of the voltage drop. You're going to lose some of the power due to the resistance of the components of the circuit. So 2.48 volts isn't bad. And again, if you have it on the wrong scale, you will get a 1, meaning that it's not going to measure it. 2.4 works there, and it works on 1,000. Alright, thank you very much. And again, every time you're done, disconnect your battery to the load to save the batteries, and turn the power off on the multimeter. And then find the caps for the multimeter probes, because they will poke and hurt somebody.